Hello there, my name is Claude. I'm with Smart Chain Connection, and I'll guide you through creating or building or installing a node for Elrond blockchain. Uh, Pretty much this installation process works on Testnet or Mainnet as well. So the steps are pretty much these. You get a server. Don't get a VPS, or you can get a VPS, but it's recommended to get a dedicated server. Get a dedicated server from one of these companies if you don't have any better ones. But these are pretty good. They are very good. Actually, I'll present them in the order of how well they worked for us. Right. An option is hetzner.com, interserver.net, sykes.net, ovh.cloud.com, valia.net. I don't know if this one has any dedicated servers or just VPSs. DigitalOcean.com, joesdatacenter.com, yanos.com, genesishosting.com. Alright, so you can use whatever hosting company you want to. It is recommended to get a dedicated server, not a VPS, which shares resources with other VPSs on one dedicated server. Why? Because it is very important running a node, if you're staking or not, the node to be solid and to be always there and responsive. It should have the most resources possible at all times, because you never know when the node is going to be selected to create blocks and stuff like that, right? So it is highly recommended to get it on a dedicated server and not a VPS, which is a virtual private server. We're gonna, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll do it on a VPS, right? I don't want to just get a dedicated server just to do the tutorial. So I got some VPSs. I'm gonna use one of them on DigitalOcean. But first of all, you gotta go to elrond.com. You go elrond.com, and at the time of this tutorial, the website looks like this. I don't know when you're going to watch it and how the website is going to look like, but the next step is to look for documents, which is docs. So look for that link, main menu, docs. So it's going to open up this page, and you're going to choose to run a validator node. So click on it. And here it should tell you the minimum system requirements to run one Elrond node. Now, when it says one Elrond node, you can get these minimum system requirements for 2 nodes, but they are not going to run as well as one node will run on these requirements. So let's pretend you want to run 2 Elrond nodes. So you better get more CPUs than just 4, or more RAM than just 8, or more solid state drive space, right? So for the sake of this video, we see here that the minimum required is 4 CPUs, Intel or AMD. Now these are important. SSE 4.1 or 4.2. I'm not going to get into this, how you find these on the dedicated servers, but look for them when you look for the server, the right server for you. Make sure the hosting company offers these options for you, right? Get 8 gig of RAM, 200 gig of hard drive, which is solid state drive, because they are a lot faster than just a regular hard drive. And Ubuntu 20.04 is recommended at the time of this video. Now, I don't know when you're going to watch it, but go on this system requirements page on elrond.com and get those requirements for that time. All right, so let's go to DigitalOcean right now. Let me close these other pages. Let's go to DigitalOcean right now.com, and let's create a droplet. Okay, Ubuntu, let's select the right version, 20.04 at the time of this video. Okay, no Fedora, Debian, CentOS, no, Ubuntu is what we want. This is shared CPU. Obviously, it tells me that is sharing resources with another VPS or something like that. If you want to go with a dedicated CPU, then you choose another one and you choose the right. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna just go with the basic shared CPU, right? I prefer Intel a lot over AMD, but that's just my personal preference. Intel with SSD with NVMe, which is a lot faster, a lot of a faster connection. Now, if I choose this option, has 4 CPUs, X160 SSDs, 8 gig of RAM. I'm pretty good. It's not 200 gig of SSD, but it's fine for now. And then I'll choose San Francisco is closer to my location, so I can go with that one. Now, DigitalOcean at the time of this video offers this SSH keys, which is a lot more secure than just choosing a root and a password. But for the sake of this video, we're going to choose a root and a password because I'm going to show you how to create your SSH keys later in this tutorial or in another video of this series. So for now, let's choose root and a password, because most of the hosting companies, they're going to just give you that option straight up out of the box. I don't know if the hosting company you're going to choose has these SSH keys out of the box for you. So I'm going to choose you the very basic one, and then I'll show you how to build it from there. Now, I created this password for the sake of this tutorial, my own 123 password. All the words are capitalized. Right, and just paste it right here. Let's see if it's pasted right. It looks good to me. All the green things are done. Let's scroll down all the way and just create this droplet. It's going to take a few seconds. Okay. And it's going to build this Ubuntu 20.04 on a VPS on DigitalOcean for us so we can do this tutorial. All right. Now the next thing we have to do is to connect to the server via SSH. Now, how do you do that? Well, let's go to a new tab and go to google.com and let's type here SSH program. All right. Now, at the time of this video, based on the SEO work, blah, 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 this is the first link that pops up, which is putty.org. So let's click on this download putty, which is putty.org. PUTTY, right, is the program. It's very well known and widely used. Is it the best? No, but it does the job. Okay. Let's click on download putty right here. This opens up at the time of this video, this page. I'll choose the 64-bit putty exe because I'm running this on a Windows machine. You can run it on any machine you want to, but for a Windows, exe is the program that runs. So if I click on it, it's going to start downloading it, and it's going to put it on my desktop. So it's going to look something like this. The file. Let me make this shorter. Okay, when I double click it, it opens it up like this. Now, is expecting an IP address right here, a port number, a type of connection, and other stuff. So for now, for us is enough. Just the IP, the port, usually go for 22 for the beginning. I'll show you how to change the port and how to use a different port and stuff like that. And go for SSH. Now, where do we get the IP address? We go back to DigitalOcean. We click on the droplet we just created. And it's going to show up right here. IP version 4, which is 143.198.110.5. Copy this IP address. Let's go back to putty. Paste the IP address, port 22, go for SSH and go open. When you click open, it's going to open a window that's going to be all black. Let me see. Okay, so So it looks all black. I cannot drag it right now so you can see, but it shows this up at the time of this video. The first time I'm running PuTTY, it gives me this option and is asking me to accept or connect once. I'll go for accept right now. And it opens up this window. Login as. So I'm gonna type root and then I'm gonna type my password. Let me copy my password. And coming right here, I just type root, press enter. It's gonna ask me for my password. Now I just copy it with my Control C or my mouse, right click and copy. So if I come with my mouse and I just right click it here in PuTTY, in Windows, right click in PuTTY means paste. So I just right click once and go enter. So I'll show you right here what a right click does. So right, you can see I'm typing stuff. Let's delete this stuff. And right now I'm right clicking with my mouse. It just did paste whatever I copied with the mouse. This is important if you want to not type every time and you just copy and paste, because if you do Control V, which would be the paste in Windows, it's not going to work. But if you do right click with your mouse, it's going to paste. All right. Now I'm able to connect to the server I just created with a root and a password. Now this would be the first part of the video, because from this time on we're gonna make the server secure. We're gonna change passwords, create users and stuff like that.